Hello guys, so if you read this, the title, you know that it's a review about the Vampire Diaries, the episode number 11 of the second season, By the Light of the Moon, and I hope you enjoy watching. So, on the beginning we see Tyler, who's played by Michael Torino, packing all the things for the turning, and later we see how he is calling Mason, his uncle, but of course Mason isn't in Florida, so his girlfriend, or no, it's not the girlfriend, I think it's his good friend, Jules, hears their calling, and I think she decided to went to Mystic Falls because Mason isn't in Florida, and she didn't know that, and later we know that she knows about the werewolf and the vampire things, and she arrived to the Lockwood house and asked Mrs. Lockwood and Tyler after the missing Mason, but they didn't know something. They just say that he has arrived, or that he is back in Florida, and of course he isn't, because Damon killed him, have killed him. And at the same time Elena is very frustrated because of Jeremy and Bonnie to keep her safe. And sorry that I looked down because I have some notes, because there was so much happening and I have to read it a little bit for you, because it was very much, and I just want to say the right things to you and not just so I hope you forgive me. So yeah, and she wants to take it in her own hand, and wants to give the Moonstone back to Klaus or to Elijah, I don't know. She wants to do something because she can't wait till they find him, that he could hurt the people she cares of, and but she can't go out of the house because Bonnie has done a spell to protect her, and that she can't go out of the door, and which makes her very frustrating. And yeah, and this moment she is, I think I feel bad for her, because I don't know how it is to lose a friend, but I think if you could lose all your best friends, it is of course frustrating, scary, shocking, sad, and yeah, everything of the feelings she lives in. And yeah, later when Damon comes to her house and makes some jokes out of her, so something like that he is on Elena patrol or something, that's not so good for her, for her feelings. But of course, this here is the classical Damon, with the good lines, with the jokey things. Just if he didn't, he feels bad for her, but he's just making jokes of her, and that's pretty normal. So yeah, after Jules told Miss Lockwood and Jeremy that he is not in Florida, he went to the grill. Not Jeremy. Tyler went to the grill and meet Bonnie, and on the same time Alaric and Jenna are on the bar and they're kissing. So the relationship's going on and on and on. So yeah, and Alaric finds out that somebody is searching Mason, and he calls Damon, who is in this time in Elena's house. So he say to Jeremy that he should babysit a little bit of Elena, and he goes to the grill. So there on the grill, Alaric, speaks a little bit with her, and take wolfbane, which is a herb which is, yeah, toxic, kind of toxic for werewolves, in her drink, and Damon speaks with her while he doing this that she don't notice, and but she didn't drink the drink. They done everything that she drink it, but no, she didn't, because she know about the werewolf and vampire things, and she knows that Mason was a vampire, a werewolf. Oh my god, that he was a werewolf and that Damon is a vampire. So, and she didn't do that. So we get the idea that she is a werewolf, and later we know yes, she is, because later she attacks Rose in the Salvatore house or something like that. Yeah, some very, very, very important things gonna happen too, because the episode named By the Light of the Moon, and by the light of the moon, Tyler is turning into a werewolf in the old Lockwood property, and yeah, Caroline is there with him, and what I think is very great, because a bite of a werewolf can kill a vampire, and she's still there. She waits till he's turning full. She is protecting him. No, not protecting him, but she stay there and do everything what she can do. That's not much, but she's still there for Tyler, and I think that's great. It's just a series, but I think that's cool. So this is a real friendship, and perhaps there's sometimes more. So yeah, this is the Tyler and Caroline thing, and after that he attacks her, but she didn't hurt or something. Yeah, that was clearly, but yeah, it was kind of cool, because you know, you see how the turning is on the latest episode when Tyler and Caroline finds the video of Mason while he's turning, so we know what's gonna happen, but to see it on Tyler, played from Michael Trevino, is very good. So Michael Trevino, if you see that, very realistic, I know, that was great. So you are a very good actor, and not everybody of the cast is a very good actor, but this is very good, and yeah, it's very hard to play, I think, or to act, of course. So what I can say, oh yeah, there's two other things. The first thing is, no, three other things. The first very quick thing is the Catherine and Stefan relationship in the tomb. That's not a relationship, but I titled like that because she makes, on the preview we see that little sex or love scene in the tomb, and that's not real, that's just mind control or mind dream thing of Catherine for Stefan. So that's not gonna happen, or that wouldn't happen, but yeah, she wants that, and she loves him, and he loves Elena. So yeah, and on the end of the episode, Stefan is coming out of the tomb with the help of Luca and his father, but Catherine can't come out, and yeah, she's still in there. So yeah, Stefan comes out of the tomb. I thought that that is not so fast, but yeah, of course it is now. What is also very important is that the Moonstone, or Bonnie, went to Luca, and he has some witch witch books, I say that like that, and she asked him if she can do something to put down the spell of the Moonstone or something like that, and they look after it in the book, and perhaps, or yeah, they find it, and later we see them on a roof with candles, and they stand in the middle of the candles, and they, yeah, take a spell or something, and then the moonstone destroys, they break, and something like that. And later we see that Luca did something to her, because the moonstone is not really gone. He's still there. He's still, yeah, still everything okay with him. So I don't know how he do that to her, but yes. Bonnie thinks the moonstone is destroyed, but he isn't. And yeah. What's very important too, I have to look on my notes, was the deal between Elena and Elijah. So Elijah comes to Elijah comes to the home of Elena, Jenna, and Jeremy, and Jenna invite him in. And later he said he take a deal to Elena. He said, I write it down a little bit. So he said, do nothing, live your life, stop fighting, and when the time is right, you and I shall drop Klaus out, and I make sure your friends get unharmed, and then I will kill him, or something like that. So he is against Klaus, which I don't thought about it before. So yeah, I think that's very great, and I am so excited to see Klaus the first time. Yeah, it's great. But I can't say more to that because no more in this thing happened. So I don't want to say something because I have to see it in January, and yeah, we'll see. And the last thing I have to say is about the relationship of Rose and Damon. I think it was the last scene. Yeah, he I said the whole time also, also the German word also, which is something like okay, go on and stuff, and I said it 3 times I think now. Oh my god, that's weird. Whatever, you understand me, I hope so. So Damon yeah, is apologize for that Jules coming after him and hurt Rose. And after them, Damon said that, or no, yeah, stop, yeah, Damon, sorry, I have a blackout. Damon said they're just friends, and Rose, oh yeah, just friends. And after that she won't stand up, and he is pulling her hand down, something like that, and then he kissed her, and after that she said that she don't love men who loves other women, but she can be his special friend. And then a typical Damon face coming, which is very hot. And yeah, and now they have something, but it's not a relationship. I think it's an affair or something. And yeah, and then he touched her and stuff on the shoulder, and then she said, oh my god, that hurts or something. And then they look, and then there was the second bite. So the first bite was healing, but there was a second bite and it's not healing, and that should be a problem, or would be a problem. So I hope you like the review, the short, not very short, it was a very long review. It was a little bit crazy and a little bit weird, but perhaps you like it. And if you like it, let me know. Write me in the comments what you think about the episode, what you think about the new character, and what you think about the relationship between everybody. There are so many relationships. So tell me, and yeah, thanks for watching you, and we'll see us on the next video. Bye!